Coach Farouk, thank you very much for your time. 2-0 loss. What were your thoughts on the game?
Well, I think we started well. We kept possession. We lacked a bit up front. Created chances, never converted them. But we're playing against an experienced UJ team, very physical team. And when you look at the fact that we had 2 under-14s playing today, it's actually a credit to us that we are introducing younger players. So it's not so much about the result, but it's more about the way we played. Sometimes you will have to accept the fact that you're not going to win every game, you're going to lose some. But we're an academy that's looking rather at the development of the individual, but notwithstanding that we want to win matches, because we want to create a mentality of winning. We just don't want to say to the players, just play to develop. We want you to learn to play well, but also to ensure that you have a winning mentality.
Coach, like you said, you started well, and in most duration of the game, you played very well, but you were unable to penetrate. You had the ball just in front of them. They set back, low block, and you struggled to penetrate there.
It's very difficult when you have an entire team, 10 players behind the ball, and that's where you need some individual brilliance. We have young players, 17, 16, 14 years old. So in moments, they don't have that experience to ensure that they take the initiative to go one-on-one with the defender. So they're looking to maybe combine. And when you combine like that with a crowded area, it's not always easy for you to do so. But that's something that we need to teach them. We see that happening even at the highest level in football, where players aren't able to unlock defenders. And that's something as South Africans we must learn to do, because today the game is not only about the technical side, it's about the tactical side. And teams prepare in a way where they will try to stop you if they know that you are a team that likes keeping the ball and likes ensuring that you play combinations. They're going to look to sit back, like we saw today with UJ, sit back, absorb the pressure and look to counter. They got a corner, and we were found napping, and the tallest player there got a good header in, and he scored. The second goal, it was one of those situations where the ball was kicked from their half, and for some reason our keeper allowed the ball to go through his hands. It does happen. I empathize with him because he's a young keeper, he's a national keeper. We need to grow him, we don't need to put him down, especially in these moments. I just hope it's a lesson for him for the rest of his life, that when a ball is kicked from that far, you need to be focused and not become too relaxed, which I think is what he did. He thought he had the ball, he slipped through his gloves. But I suppose, those things do happen.
Coach, I have to speak about I think it's KG and Nova, 14 years old.
14 years old, yeah.
In a very, very difficult game against a well-organized physical opponent.
Yes.
Why would you bring in these boys in such a very, very tough game? Because most coaches will want, when it's easy, they are leading 4-0, the game is done, then they bring in the young boys.
Well, look, for me personally, KG and Nova are the future. Not only of Stars of Africa, the future of South African football. These boys are phenomenal players. They've been with us for a number of years. KG's been with us since the age of 9 years old. And if I don't give them an opportunity now, when am I going to give them an opportunity? If they don't learn the hard way, they have to go through a baptism of fire. You saw them being, knocked off the ball, slapped in the face. But I say that's a learning curve for them. I say if they can learn to do it now, hopefully in the next 2 or 3 years when they're 17, they can make their debut, possibly at a higher level. This is what we've done with Luther Singh. He was 17 when he got into the professional. Sibusiso Kumalo went to Swallows when he was 17. May Maslango was 18. Amethyst Ralani was 18. So it's nothing new at Stars. We like throwing in young talent in the deep end so that they can get the relevant experience and move on. I mean, the team they played against, most of those boys are 22, 23, 25. They probably, just playing this game as students to move forward. For us, it's a case of ensuring that players go to the next level, become Bafana players, and hopefully even go overseas and play in the top leagues in Europe.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. And I must say we really appreciate it when young boys are thrown in the deep end, because we do have talent. It's a matter of them being afforded the platform.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot.